Hey Scorpio, welcome to your August 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. Um, I'm using the Angel Tarot card deck, the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, pulling a card from the Power Animal Oracle card deck, and I'm also starting a new one. I've had it for a while, but haven't used it a lot. Look how beautiful the artwork is on this. It's the Fairy Tarot card deck. Just a quick reminder, these are general readings. If you would like something personalized, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links in the description box below. I do have discounts right now, so take advantage of those. And another quick reminder, I'm not a doctor, therapist, MD, financial advisor. I'm simply providing guidance based on the guidance I'm getting for you. Use your own discretion to get experts and advice as you need. Okay, so I am kind of sensing, at least for June, July, and August, a bit of a trend here for some of us in terms of just a continuation of some of the messages that we've been getting. And one of the ones that I think you need to hear as well is just this continuing theme of, being true to yourself, being who you really are, and also remembering that you're not stuck. We're not stuck. Every moment of every day, we make choices. We have options. We have opportunities. We just have to take the cloak of feeling like we're locked, feeling like there's no hope, feeling like there's, nowhere to turn, that you're suffocating almost, and turning that around and being able to see the possibilities, the opportunities, the positivity, keeping your faith, all those things are coming up for a lot of us, and I think for you as well. So let's see where August takes us with the cards. King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. So some of this, where I feel like you've been trying, and I do feel like you've been trying a lot in the last few months to, remind people who you are, what you're about, and, what your needs are. I'm not saying it could have backfired, but just that maybe you haven't gotten the response or the result yet that you were hoping for. I feel like that's just a matter of time. And you still need to continue to speak your mind. You still need to continue to, your decision making should be fair and equitable, and to everybody involved. But if you don't think you're being heard, or you don't think things are at least progressing so that you can see this, positive light at the end of the tunnel, maybe it's time to bring in a third party. And maybe it's time to bring in a person who is an expert at something that maybe you find to be a roadblock or an obstacle at this point. And they're actually known for their ability to be objective and be diplomatic, and all parties are going to be able to appreciate their input and not feel like it's you trying to dictate or sway a group of people. Sometimes just having somebody impartial who, I feel like in some cases, for some of you, it just so happens agrees with you. And that's just what other people need to hear. It's not that they don't necessarily trust you. It's that you just might be too close, or they might be too close to the situation, or to the, to the decision. And they can't see that you really do have everybody's best interests at heart. And bringing in this third party, it's like, oh, well, You are impartial. You are being professional, and and then suddenly start to have an appreciation for all um, the work that you've done, and having an appreciation for your expertise in the in this area. So if it's a legal matter or a family issue, maybe it's an in-law or a step situation. Just bringing in somebody that people can see it from a different perspective because it's coming from a different person. And it's some ways it may seem silly or sound like a lot of extra work, but I think very quickly you would get some positive results and things could move for you in the direction that you're looking for, and that's the ultimate goal anyway. And we get Queen of Autumn. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Yeah. So gracious. I think that's a great word to describe. I just love the artwork on these cards. They're so beautiful. You being gracious at a time where you're frustrated. You being gracious at a time when you're just wanting other people to kind of see the light and they're struggling. And again, this practical approach of finding somebody who can, and maybe it's even a friend who's got some type of level of understanding or expertise in a field, and it's just a simple conversation, and that's all that people need to hear, and suddenly they're like, oh yeah, no, I get it, okay, sure, yeah, makes total sense. But you're doing this because you really care. You care about everybody, and you're being generous and giving, and you want to see your family, and that could be your family of origin or the family that you've built, your work family, the family that you've built in a community, or in a self-employment situation, is the world to you. It means everything. And, it's not that you're going to be sitting back and letting somebody else do the work around, helping everybody come together here, but you're ready to kind of do something almost behind the scenes. And let me put it another way. If you're ready to kind of be somebody who's willing to do things behind the scenes and maybe even let somebody else take credit, your family can thrive. There just could be a lot of magic surrounding the situation, and things could really take off quickly and be brighter and more active in a hurry. And you're being sensible about it, but sometimes not pushing so hard onto something. Again, you're speaking your mind, but this could be speaking your mind to this third party and being honest with them about, hey, this is where we're at, and not holding anything back so they can be the appropriate advisor. And you are too. I mean, you've been doing that. You've been, being as open and forthright as possible, and you can continue to do that. But you're coming from a place now that's a little softer, a little more about, let's bring some beauty and some style back to this situation, and again, let's be gracious about how we move forward. King of Earth, a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities that you're offered, the Midas touch. Here we have generous again. So yeah, you're going to need to be generous and gracious to pull this off. And I don't think, and it's going to be a win-win. And I mean, look, we've got a queen and two kings here. And that I feel like this is you having to do kind of a, 360-degree view, take a real bird's eye look at the situation and go, I'm stepping back, I'm stepping away, I'm looking at it as a bigger picture, and I'm seeing what's needed right now. And it may not be a heavy hand for me. It may be that I step back and concern myself more with how we can make the situation softer, more beautiful, more appropriate, more sensible, and things can go really well for you. You could, if it's a work situation, you could get promoted. People see this talent and skill in you that they haven't seen before, because maybe you were so hands-on. Stepping back, they get a chance to appreciate you a little bit. And you could get opportunities because of it. And having this Midas touch, this special charm, this charisma, use that to help to bring the parties together, the people in your family, the people at your work, the people in your business, and then be prepared to reap the benefits financially and otherwise. Contemplation time, spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. So if there are people that you are, that you're working with or working for or trying to assist, and you're not sure what the next steps are, take some time out and really consider what's needed in this next phase, in these next steps. You might need to get out into nature. You might need to, be a part of plants or animals, or, just having that in your surroundings so you can kind of get back to your center, get back to your core of what's really needed in the situation, and just spend some time kind of breathing that in and centering yourself, and maybe take something you can write with, or an iPad or something, or your notes app, and start to write down things that come to you about what should I do next? What's the next step? What is my heart's true desire right now? And what's the best thing for all parties concerned? Because I feel like it's there. I feel like the answer is there, but maybe you've just been cycling through, too busy with the day-to-day, and let me just get through to the next thing, and I don't have time to sit back and really take a real look at what's needed for everybody. And I think it's stifling the opportunities for some of you, and it's becoming the reason why the wheel isn't turning. A deer, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. The Pathfinder. So like I said, you're probably already aware of something that maybe needs to be done or said, or somebody that you would like to step into the situation. I think taking some time to contemplate, where your instincts lie, and, ensuring that, all right, you've taken all the practical steps, you've been professional, you're seeking out professional advice. Now use during this contemplation time, your ability to sink back into your instincts and into your psychic abilities and your inner guidance and your inner knowing. And the level of pure awareness that can come from having taken this time will be really valuable, because again, I think you'll find, oh, that's the person. That's exactly who I need to bring in. Or oh, that's the conversation. Or this is where we need to have this conversation. We shouldn't be having this at home. Or I shouldn't be having this at the office. I need to take the group out. Or I need to go out of the office today. And, if you're not a meditator and that's not your thing, even just taking 5 or 10 minutes just to appreciate nature, just to appreciate your surroundings, something that's quiet, something that's away from your phones. And, so maybe don't use that notes app if you're tempted to get back on your phone. But the answer is here. The answer lies within you. And I think the message here is that you're opening up and staying generous of heart and generous of spirit will lead to success in many, many ways, and to happiness in ways that you couldn't have anticipated. All right, well, I hope that was valuable. If you would like a personal reading, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.